Today we are looking at composite functions. Now, what do we mean when we say composite functions? Actually, this is a situation where we have more than one function together. Now, if you see here, we have function f and we have function g, both of them together. So when you have two functions together like this, these are composite functions, and remember, this is just one combination. So if I have three of them together, this is two combination, means one combination with another, then combination with another. Now, if I have composite functions, now how will I work out my problems? Remember, two things can happen. One, I can simplify, that is a situation where I have x inside the bracket, or secondly, I can evaluate if instead of having x here, I have a number. Now, in order to do any of the above, we have to know that the closest function to our x, which is in the bracket, will have to be dealt first. In this case, if I have three functions together, this first function will have to go inside the second function, and the solution for the second function will have to go inside the third functions. So if I have only two functions, means function of h, like here, will have to go inside function of f. Now let's look at example. As you can see, given fx is 2x, gx is 3x minus 1, hx is x squared plus 3. Now, if I have only one combination, as you can see, f, g, x, this means the function of g will have to go inside of f. Remember, our function of g is 3x minus 1. So 3x minus 1, all of it will have to enter inside the function of f. Why? Because g is the closest to x. So we have to deal first with g. Hence, the answer for g will enter inside f. So if gx function enters into x of f, I will get f bracket 3x minus 1. Therefore, if I have x as 3x minus 1, meaning on the place of x, I have to replace 3x minus 1. Hence, even here, where there is x, I will replace with 3x minus 1. Then I will simplify by opening the bracket. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 minus 1 is minus 2. And my combined function will be simplified as 6x minus 2. If I have two combinations, that is function f, the next one function g, and the next one function h. Remember, the first function near to the x will be solved first, and hence this function of f will have to enter inside x of g. So function of f, that is 2x, will enter inside of g, and I will get g bracket 2x. So if I have 2x on the place of x, this means on the function of g, the 2x will replace this x. And hence I will have 2x inside bracket, then minus 1. When I simplify, I get 6x minus 1. Remember, I still have one more function. So the answer I get for G will have to enter inside H. So my answer I have got is 6x minus 1 will have to enter inside H. Therefore, if I have H as 6x minus 1, all this will replace the x of H. And I will get 6x minus 1 into bracket square, then plus 3, as the function says. On the place of x, I keep all that. Then to simplify, remember, bracket square means bracket times bracket. Then I open the bracket to get this. And I bring down my 3. And finally, I simplify 1 and 3 to get 4. Hence, HGFX is equal to 36x squared minus 12x plus 4. Let's see the third example of simplifying. I have inverse of G and Fx. The closest to x is F, meaning F will have to enter inside the inverse of G, and it will appear like this. Because our Fx is just 2x as shown above. So these 2x will become the bracket of inverse of G. Remember, I want inverse of G. So I will not take G. Instead, I will have to find the inverse of G first, as I have seen here, I've shown here, where replace gx with y, exchange x and y, then make y the subject. And the inverse of G is x plus 1 over 3. This is the function I will use for this work. Why? Because I need the inverse of G, not gx. So I will get my 2x, I will replace here, and I get 2x plus 1 over 3. When I open the bracket, it will be as simple as that. And finally, I will have G inverse Fx is equal to 2x plus 1 over 3. Remember, all these three examples were showing us how to simplify. So when do we simplify? When in our bracket we have x, we have a letter, we don't have a number. So our job is to simplify. Combine the two functions. First is G put into F here. First is F put into G. Then the answer for G put into F. Now let's see if we have a number. How do we evaluate? Example 2 here. If I have Fg of 2, if I have Fg of 2, remember, first I have to solve is G, because G is closest to my bracket. So here, G of 2, remember, G in our example is given as 3x minus 1. So my G of 2, on the place of x, it will be now 2 minus 1. I open bracket, I get 6 minus 1, and 5. Now remember, the answer I get for G will enter inside of F, and it will become now F of 5, because the answer for G was 5. And remember, our function for F was 2x. Therefore, 2 of x, now x will be 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. And finally, Fg of 2 is equal to 10. Let's see another example where we have double combination, and that gives us HGF of 5. So first I will work out f of 5. Remember, our function of f is 2x. So the place of x I'll keep 5. So when I keep 5, it will be 2 times 5, 10. Now the answer for the first function, 10, will come now inside of G. So second, I will have to solve G of 10. Why? Because the first function we got 10 will become the bracket of the second function. So now G of 10. But we remember again, our G is 3x minus 1. So on the place of x, we shall keep 10. So when we keep 10, we shall get 3 bracket 10 minus 1. This gives us 30 minus 1, 29. Now the answer for G will be now entering into H. And hence I will have H of 29. The answer for the second one becomes the bracket of the third function. But remember, our function of H is x squared plus 3. So my 29 will be squared, then plus 3. After that, I square 29, I get 8 for 1 plus 3, then I get 8 for 4. And my all composite function H, G, F of 5 will now be 8, 4, 4. This is how we deal with composite function. As we have seen, how to simplify when x is an unknown, and we have seen how to evaluate when instead of having x, we have a number. Thank you for watching. My name is Mr. Ishengoma. You may subscribe to my channel for more videos.